Keep It 100 podcast. I have a special guest for tonight. I'm not really going to drop her name yet. She insisted that I don't drop her government name on live footage. So I'm not. But I'm going to wait for her to join in. See her in the comment section already. Yeah, so let's do that. Oh, what's good? Let me add her in real quick. A question? Wait, wait, hold on. All right, hopefully this works today. I don't know. Instagram be messing up though. So, oh, what's up? How's it going?
Starting already.
Good. How's your day been so far?
Busy. I had to go in all day, so that was stressful.
For sure. I see you rocking your crown today, as requested. Appreciate that. Appreciate you for coming on. I know we've been talking about it for a minute, so appreciate that. Um, what we usually do is we have the guests introduce themselves by name and describe a little bit about yourself, whether it's business or personal.
Well, I go by the name of Miss J. Moore, and I'm a model. I'm a dancer. I am a triple threat because I also do a little acting on the side.
For sure. All right, sounds good.
I'm sassy, classy, and bougie, not ratchet.
Not yet, anyway. Yo, let me see your glass again. Yeah, sure, big. Yeah, for sure. What exactly are you drinking on? If you don't mind me asking.
Actually, vodka and lemonade. Just very simple.
For sure, sounds good. And I'm gonna jump into the topic that we have. I kind of explained it before you came on. Online dating. This is like our fourth episode. We started podcasting like last month. Well, April 9th. So that, yeah, whatever. Last month, almost 2 months. And we talked about online dating, which is like an online series for Instagram TV that we created. And you are the fourth episode. So I don't know if you got a chance to like see some of the episodes, but on episode 3, we had someone that we interviewed, and they're like, "Oh, I don't do online dating. I rather meet so and so in person." And I'm like, it's kind of hard to do that given the situations that we're in right now. So I was like, yeah, like she's saying she don't do it, and I want to hear what's your thoughts, like negative or positive on it. So
Just in general.
yeah, just in general, your overall thoughts on it.
Honestly, to each their own. You know, some people love it, some people hate it. For me personally, I I've downloaded the apps. Don't get me wrong, I've downloaded them in the past, um, but more so for the purpose of just seeing what's out there, like just saying, oh, let me see who's cuter, let's see the messages, but never really to connect with somebody because I don't feel like a lot of people are usually genuine on those sites. So it's never been my thing. I honestly prefer to meet somebody in person too. That way you can feel that vibe and that natural connection, and not just over some typed words on a screen.
Okay. Do you view Instagram as a online dating site?
No, who you do?
I don't really think much of it, but from what I hear from other people, they're basically saying Instagram is an online dating site. Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, Twitter, just because they're like, yo, like we could send each other messages, we could connect that way. And I'm just like, oh, okay. I don't know.
There's a dating portion on their page. I don't know what it looks like. Haven't used it. Don't care to. But as far as Instagram, I don't consider it a form of an online dating app because I haven't dated anybody off Instagram. Like, dudes slide in my DM all the time. Well, not really, but I would talk to them. Like, cause no, I'm just like, yeah, no. Like,
Oh,
you follow somebody and all the messages that you're not following, they go to like the bootleg side. You seen that?
yeah.
I'm like, oh, people.
Yeah, 'cause, I was having a conversation with someone earlier about like Instagram being the new way of online dating, and I'm just like, yeah, that only works if the other individual answers the message. Like if they don't, if they don't answer the message, like it doesn't really work out that way. So,
Right.
um,
Answer
cause
the
I
message. Even
go
if
ahead.
you message, I don't feel like it necessarily means that person wants to try to potentially date you. I think they're just being nice. If you say, "Oh, you look beautiful," you'll be like, "Oh, thank you," but you're not like, "Oh, thanks, daddy," or "Thanks, poppy." Like, no.
Yeah, some people get the wrong message, just like when you, like, say if you compliment a female, like you say, like, I don't know, she's beautiful or whatever, and she says thank you, and then they would take that as, oh, she rocking with me, so let me send her some more messages and see where this goes.
That's the easiest way to get your feelings hurt. I'm not.
Oh, so have you hurt some feelings in the past?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Some dude DM'd me and was like, "Oh, you look beautiful," and you're getting thick and your ass is getting fat. And I was like, he was like, "Let me take you out." And I was like, first of all, I don't know you. Second of all, you're trash. And I'll get off. I blocked them. Like, that's not how you come at a woman. You know what I mean? Like, your ass got fat, but you're not touching it.
Yeah, that wasn't the place for that comment.
Yeah,
I think it's worse in the comment section, especially if you post a photo and it's like, say if you have like this amazing dress on, and like this was supposed to be sundress season, but it's not, unfortunately. But say if you have that on and someone comments and you comment back like thank you, and then he tries to keep the conversation going even if you're not interested. Like, have you ran into that?
yes, actually, sometime last year. Turns out it was a friend of a friend, and this guy commented on my picture, and I forgot what he said. Something about a loaded gun. Oh, I would handle you, and I would do all this, and I was like, so I looked at the page, and I was like, oh, he follows one of my homeboys. I was like, all right, let me DM my homeboy and find out. I'm like, is this your man? He was like, who? And I was like, he's thirsty in my comments, and then he would just keep commenting, and I was like, bro, like I had to block him because he just kept, and then I wouldn't respond to his DMs, and so he's like, oh, you're not gonna respond to me, fine. I No, I'm not.
Uh,
I'm not in a friendship with you, a relationship with you, getting to know you. There's no reason for me to have a conversation with you.
for sure, that's fair. um I'm pretty sure a lot of that's going on now that people can't really like go out. I guess it's starting to open back up. But from what I've been hearing, there's been like a lot of online dating going on because you confined to like a house or something or apartment and there's nothing else to do. So I've been hearing that. And far as like, have you had any negative experiences? Like, I know you said you don't really like rock with it like that, but have you like thought to just like play around with it and see what's what?
Yes. So like a few years ago, on one of these dating sites, years ago, I was on one, and some guys slid in my messages on there, and I thought he was fairly attractive. I was like, don't be so shallow, Shay. Like, I mean, Jay Moore, don't be so shallow. So I responded to his message. He said, hey, beautiful. I was like, hey, how are you? We started having a conversation, and then he's like, yeah, we should hang out soon. And I was like, yeah, I'm not free anytime soon. He was like, well, I'm free this Friday. And I was like, just hear what I said. I said I'm not free anytime soon. And so then he's like, okay. And so then he's like, oh, let's change numbers so we don't have to be on this app. And
Uh,
and so we exchanged numbers, and then he starts texting me, and he's like, "So I think we should hang out." And I was like, "What do you have in mind when that does happen?" I was like, "What do you have in mind?" He's like, "Well, I think you should just come to my house, and then I can cook for you and have some wine." And my mind was like, "Does he think I'm Boo Boo the fool?" Because like, I'm not trying to be rude or disrespectful. I said, "But I don't go to guys' first date." I was like, "I don't know you. You don't know me. He could poison my drink, like it, have his way with me. I don't know, and I don't want to find out." You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
I
sure.
don't know nobody, just me and you. Like, anything is bound to happen, and I don't want to put myself in a situation like that. So, I told him that. He was like, "Okay, I understand." And I was like, "Cool." He was like, "How about we FaceTime tomorrow, and we can figure out another plan?" And I was like, "Okay." So I think I was at work, and I get a FaceTime call from him, and he's like walking down the street with no shirt on, and I was like, "Okay." Goes in his house, and then he's like, "Oh, we need to do show and tell," and I was like, "What's show and tell?" So he sits his down, and then he stands back. He prances around the room just in his swim trunks, showing off his body. And I was like, and I'm sitting there doing my work, and I was just like I'm not turned on by this. This is not exciting for me. He noticed that I wasn't really engaging with him in that way, and so he starts the conversation back up, and he's like, "Yeah, so how's everything? What are you doing?" And I'm telling him, and then he's like, so then he goes and he puts his phone on his coffee table, and then he sits at the couch, and then he puts his hands behind his back, and he's like leaned back in the couch, and so it's all I can see is like from, I don't know, it was just not a good look, it was like he wanted me to see more than I wanted to see, and
Yeah.
so I was like weirded out by it, and then after that, um, starts demanding that we hang out. He's like, "So what about us hanging out? What are you doing Friday?" And I was like, first of all, I was like, "I'm not hanging out with you this weekend." Like, "Well, I don't have no friends. I just moved here from the Bay Area, and I just really want to hang out and chill with somebody." And I was like, "Not me." And he was like, "Well, you gave me false hope." I said, I never did that. I said, "I told you from the beginning that I wasn't free, you know." So he's just going back and forth. I said, "It's not personal." I said, "I haven't even hung out with any of my friends in a while." I said, "So it's not a personal attack on you."
Yeah.
He's like, "All right, whatever, I understand." And then he's like, "Do you smoke weed?" And I was like, "No." So then long story short, he's like, "Oh yeah, I should smoke weed and you could be the drinker and I'll drive." And I'm just like, this dude is really weird. And so then he was like, "Okay, I'm gonna get off the phone." I was like, "Great." So we get off the phone. Then he texts me. He screenshots me the message from the dating app, and he highlights what I said. He's like, "Well, I said, oh, I'm not free this Friday." I said, "What are you doing next weekend?" And he's like, "I'm just confused because of this discussion." And I didn't even respond because if I would have responded, it would have been all bad. Because I was, you're starting off wrong. Like, this is our first time having a face to face conversation, and you're already being disrespectful. You're already being clingy. I don't like it. You know, I don't want no parts in this. I said, so in order for me to keep my sanity, I was like, I'm not even gonna respond to him. I didn't talk to him after that.
All right. I have a question about that. So, what if you would have just said, like, I'm gonna respond? Like, how do you think that would have went?
I actually wrote it down in my notes.
You
Okay.
wrote it like with notebook paper or an iPhone?
Wrong. I wrote it down and I was gonna send it. And I was like, and I sent it to my sister. I was like, should I send this or let it just be that bitch and just be like, I'm not gonna respond. I rather no response is a response. So it's just kind of like I didn't want to deal with it. But if I had responded, it was just basically saying that it's too early for this. It's our first time having a conversation, and you're already down my throat about not hanging out with you. I don't like it. I don't want to do it. It was gonna be that simple. Like, why are we arguing our first conversation? Is a sign for like,
Yeah, there should be no type of argument, especially the first conversation.
you're just badgering me about hanging out. Like, what are you trying to do to me? Why do you want to hang out so bad?
Hey, he might he might be trying to kidnap or something. I don't know. Like, I don't trust this world right now. So yeah, for sure, I don't trust this. Far as let me jump into another topic. Like, are you actively like dating right now?
Me, I've been single for 2 years.
Mm,
Okay. I have not been intimate with anybody here. Um, there is one guy who has my heart. He's all the way in New York City. Um, so actively dating, no, but I do have interest in.
okay, and like, how's that process given the fact that he's in New York and you're in California? Like, is that like a hard process? Do you visit every now and then? Like, how are you guys working that out?
It's rough, to say the least, because we both, pretty much kind of want to be there, but it's like the long distance. Right now, well, we were just getting to know each other. I don't know where we're at now, but you know, because it's hard on both of us. So it's kind of like you don't want to put all of your time and effort into somebody you're not potentially be with. But at the same time, we've been together for a long time, so we keep finding our way back to each other in some weird way. Like we'll both take a break and do our own thing, or just be by ourselves, and then we'll connect back up. And it's just like, why is this happening? Like, is this fine? Or, and it's like both of us have our lives in our own cities. He has his life in New York. I have my life here. So it's kind of, we don't want to leave that because that's our comfort zone.
Uh,
My whole family's here. So for me to move there and uproot my life when I don't even know potentially what's going to happen with that, that's scary. And then vice versa. I would love
okay,
it, but now for both of us, it's just not possible. So right now we're just basically continue to get to know one another, being friends.
okay, for sure. Sounds good. If you don't mind me asking this question, like, did you meet him here, or were you like out there like visiting and you guys kind of just vibed out, or how did that work?
Yeah, since a long time ago, it was back when Instagram first started.
Hmm.
That's how. I mean, we were cool on Instagram. We added each other. I don't remember who added who first, um, and one thing led to another, and we started talking. But it wasn't. I still don't consider it dating, like online dating. I don't consider it that. It's just something that happened.
Okay, so you don't consider that online dating?
Oh, because we didn't. No, we didn't talk online. Like when we did, but we didn't. We
Okay,
started, and then we exchanged numbers, FaceTime, we did all that stuff. So now that we're on social media together, we comment on stuff together. But other than that, it's not really online dating to me.
okay, that's fair. I'm gonna agree with you because that was in the begin. You said it was in the beginning of Instagram, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, that doesn't count then.
right.
Now, if you would have met him off of something like Tinder or something, or one of those apps, and then you connected on Instagram after the fact,
Yeah,
then yes, I would have to
I
go ahead.
I agree with you on that. I would consider it that too.
For sure. You're the second one on this online dating that I've agreed with so far. So shout out to you. But let me jump into another question for you. Like, I see. I'm just gonna get your opinion on it because you probably haven't like really done that, but I see some situations where when people use these online dating apps, say if they've been talking for like a month, right? And the next thing you know, they're boyfriend and girlfriend, like without seeing each other. And I'm just like, I'm really confused. Like, how does that work? I just want someone else's opinion on that.
So have they FaceTimed?
No,
So it's just,
just through the app.
if the person's a catfish. They've just been talking on this app, no visual connection, nothing.
No, just the photos they have on the app and the information they have on the app.
They can be a catfish, and usually it is, if you can't FaceTime, if you can't make time to show me you're real, I'm not gonna mess with you. But people do it, and like I watched this show called 90 Day Fiance, and there's couples on there who do it all the time, and they meet these guys or women internationally. You know, some people they never met before. Some of them go and they travel, and that's how they meet them. But others, they just, oh, we've been talking online for 5 years. And I'm like, first of all, you've been talking to this guy or this woman for 5 years online, and you're engaged. How? Or yeah, we've been boyfriend and girlfriend for 5 years, and I send her $40,000.
Wait. Hold on. We talked about this last night. Um, I started watching the show because my grandmother, like, I rock with it now, and it's irritating that I like a show like this. I don't know why I like it, but I do. But there's this old dude from Vegas. He's on the show, and he's about like 60 something, right? And then the female is Russian. She's like, I want to say like 30 something. They've been talking for 7 years. Like, he's paid for her trips. He sent her like over $150,000. And on the show, they showed all of this. Every time he would go to meet her, there'll be like a situation to like where she couldn't meet up with him. But recently, she met up with him finally on the seventh year, and he's like so happy. He's like, "Yo, I'm in love. This and this." Like, he fired the private investigator and stuff, and I'm just like, that's crazy because he's like all in love, but she doesn't speak English. Like, I'm just like,
I don't. I couldn't do it. Couldn't be me. But like the one that I watched um, recently, this guy, he was probably like 47. I think he was 47. The girl was something from where's she? It's somewhere like Russia, but he spent like $40 on her, and he booked him a trip to go to Mexico, and he was going to propose to her there, and she didn't show up. And so everybody's like, okay, well, why? He's like, why didn't you show up? Like, he kept calling her and calling her. She wasn't answering. And then she finally answered, and she's like, oh, the ticket was canceled. The flight was canceled. And he's like, well, who canceled the flight? She's like, well, I didn't book it, so I don't know. Come to find out, he didn't have enough money in his account, and the airlines canceled the flight.
oh, that was rough.
Anyway, she ended up breaking up with him because she was like, I don't want to do this anymore. It's too much, whatever. So he's in Mexico, prepared for everything, had these dinners ready where he was going to propose to her and do all this nice stuff, and she doesn't show up. So he's sitting there eating alone. He already had told these people that he had met, showed them pictures of her, and he's like, oh yeah, this is gonna be my fiance. She's coming, and they're like, are you sure it's not a catfish? He's like, no, no, no. And then he sees them later on in the show, and they show that the people asked him, so where's Maria? And he's like, she didn't come. She broke up with me. So it was just so sad. You know what I mean? I was just like, wow. But yeah, he wanted him for was his money. Like, he kept sending her money, money, money. And it's just like, sometimes you should be able to see the red flags and get out of it before you get that far.
They see the red flags, but they don't want to stop the red flag. Yeah, they see it because I see it watching, so I know they see it. Like, it's
Mind.
yeah. So I don't understand. Could never be me. I'm just like, bro, no, I don't have time for that, bro. I'm not about to do that.
My patience is too thin for that.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so I thought that was interesting, and I'm just like, I want to get your reaction to that because you watched the show probably more. You probably seen it more than I have. I'm pretty sure. When did you start watching it?
Like a month ago.
Oh, okay.
But I was watching, so I'm on season 4 of regular of the before 90 days, and then I still have one more season of regular 90 day, and then I gotta watch the other ones. So
Yeah, you watch it on Netflix, or what do you watch it
watch it on TLC.
on? Okay, because that's where I watch it on. All right, for sure. Yeah, so that can never be me, and I'm just like, no. But I watch it to get ideas. That's literally why I watch the show now. I'm just like, what should I discuss? I want to hear people's reactions to this. Have they ever done this?
Ideas. I'm like, don't
Nah,
say no.
nah, just ideas for the online dating, just to see people's reactions to how that goes on that show. And I want to know if anyone has been through that.
Yeah, and then like how these women talk to their fiance's parents. I'm like, that can't happen. Like, we're gonna fight. Like, respect my mom. You know what I mean? Like, And I was watching Union last night of one of them, and this girl Angela, she was yelling at this young girl that was on the stage, and she's cussing her the f up, da 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 da. And I'm like, you're not gonna. And her mom, the girl's mom, is sitting there. I was like, first of all, like you're not gonna be able to talk to me like that, period. And then my mom's sitting right now, like, you're asking for can I open up. But this lady felt like because she was 53 years old, she should respect her elders. I'm like, we all grown here. Like, like, no.
Yeah, that would be a no for me as well on that. Like, you're not gonna disrespect family members. That's how. Yeah, we don't do that. I'm like, if anything, you're gonna leave before they leave. Like, that's out of the question for sure. Let me ask you another question about online dating because I'm trying to get experiences on it from other people. It's not really online dating, but like, have you ever like met someone and you guys just hung out for like a first date and it just went horrible? I heard a sigh over there. So
That I met, you said that I met online or just
like
dated?
that you just like connected with and you like had like a horrible first date. Like, have you ever had like a horrible first date?
No, not that I can recall. I'm old now, so my brain might be forgetting some past trauma. I don't know.
You're old
Yeah, I'm forgetting stuff.
for sure. All right. What is the best date you've had? I'll switch it to that.
Well, even though I come off as this princess because I'm our queen, um, I don't require much.
Hmm.
So my ex-boyfriend, I think that was the best date for me, and I because it was simple. We went out to eat, and after we ate, we were in Redondo, and we walked the pier, and we just looked at the water, and we held each other, we talked. We were still getting to know each other. And then after that, we went and got ice cream. We sat in the car, and then once we left there, we went back to his place. And to even, I don't go to guy's house on the first day, really, but with him, it felt so comfortable. Like I didn't feel afraid. I felt like he would take advantage of me. So I was like, okay, I trust him enough, and I don't think he's gonna try anything crazy. So we go there. He turns on music videos, like old school hip hop R&B music videos, and we're just sitting there, songs together. It just felt so good, and that was a good for us. So
Sounds good. Um, Sounds like you don't require much. So
I mean, try to show off and go above his means because I feel like if you're gonna present that on the first date, you're gonna have to keep it up. You're gonna take me to a 5-star fine dining restaurant. You're gonna have to keep that up if that's what you're showing off on the first date.
mm, yeah, that's a lot of bag right there.
Right? Just keep. I mean, don't take me to McDonald's or nothing like that because I don't eat that. But I mean, just a nice little regular restaurant. I'm simple. I can find anything off the menu.
For sure. Sounds good. Has anyone ever took you to McDonald's or Burger King?
Yeah. There's no. If that happened, the day would be over. I would literally be like, "Let me out of the car, and I'm gonna go get an Uber." Or I'll just tell them straight up, I don't eat this. It's possible that we can eat something else, like Chick-fil-A. And then after that, I would not hang out with that person because I feel like on a first date, you should try to please me, but not go overboard. Don't treat me like I'm down at the bottom. Like you can't treat me like, oh, this is just a regular chick. Let me just take her to get a little quick bite to eat at McDonald's. I am not a bitch.
Yeah, I've heard a story about someone taking their female to McDonald's, and I was like, I'm so shocked that you're still alive. Like,
Was she pregnant?
no,
Women crave like that kind of food is when they're pregnant.
yeah. And he's telling me about it, and I'm just like, I wouldn't even do that, and I think I'm a jerk, but I wouldn't even do McDonald's. Like, I tend to be nice to the right person, but yeah,
The thing I would say, I'll eat McDonald's and then I'll just eat when I get home. Like I can drive my own car and go get my own food. Like it's not that big of a deal. But I would not hang out. It shows that they don't respect me. At least give me a decent meal.
yeah, for sure. All right, great insight on that one. And far as like advice that if you can give like a female advice about like the first date and dating, because you know guys these days are disrespectful. What would be the top three in that order of advice that you would give her?
Drive your own car. One. Um, hmm. Make sure that you tell them what you want up front, what you're looking for. That way, there's no secrets later, or it doesn't come
Uh,
out. Oh, you showed me that you wanted more. You was wearing a low cut shirt, and like you wanted me that night. So it's just kind of like
sure.
go up front. Like when you're having a conversation with, like, look, this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking to get to know somebody to potentially be in a relationship, and if that's not what you're looking for, then this will be our last date. You know, because unless that's what you're looking for. But it depends, depending on your age and your maturity level. I feel like most of us should be at the age and stage in life where we're not looking to just play games and hook up with people. Like we're looking
Yeah.
for a real relationship, somebody to marry, take on, meet our families, have babies, all the good stuff. So yeah. And third, I would say always have your own money just in case, because some guys are weird. And I know even for me, like when I go on if I was to date and the bill comes, whatever, I'll take out my money and I'll be like, oh, I can pay for my own. And then they're like, no, 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 I got it. And I'm like, are you sure? Because I don't want you to feel obligated to pay for this meal, because you think afterwards. Like, I can pay for my own money. I mean, my own meal. I don't necessarily need you to be nice because it shows that you're a gentleman.
uh-huh.
Not necessary, but I know at that point, if he says, oh, okay, then yeah, you can pay for your own, I won't date you again. I won't go out with you again.
Hey, have you ever thought about writing a book?
No.
No? Yeah, you should write a book for sure. Hey, other people do it and they know nothing. So, um,
Oh, I need to tell you. So there was this, what was it, a couple weeks ago, my mom, she was talking about online dating.
uh,
And a lot of friends who, they're younger than her, they're like around my age, but they're married and have kids and stuff. Um, like, yeah, a lot of them found their significant other on eHarmony, Match.com, or Christian Mingle. She's like, you should try one of those sites. I was like, Mom, I've been on those regular dating sites. She was like, yeah, but those are free. And I was like, okay. So you think I'm gonna pay for somebody to date me? She's like,
mm,
well, it's not that you're paying them to date you. You're paying to get quality people when you get on the ones that you have to pay for. I was like, Mom, it's like $60 a month to get on some of these sites. You know,
what?
on Match, eHarmony, and like Christian Mingle, those you have to pay for those.
What?
And like these little free ones, they have options where you can upgrade your package or whatever and you have to pay. But the base is free. And she's like, yeah, but it weeds out all the bad ones. I was like, Mom, there's bad ones on all sites. People on the paid sites, they're probably looking for hook up too. I said, you don't know. I said, but I'm not gonna waste my hard earned money investing in somebody to like me. I was like, that just doesn't sit right with me. But I think it's better than you on these free sites where all these guys who are just looking to hook up or they're playing games. I was like, I don't know. She's like, well, my friends, they're married, they're have families and kids, they're doing well. I was like, that's them though. It's like their standards may not be where mine are.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I mean, but not to say that they're all bad.
Yeah.
Just don't. I can't wrap my brain around being to be on a site that I have to. I mean, in order for somebody, I feel like I'm paying for somebody to date me. Like here's six. So in 2 months, $180. It's like, what if I don't find nobody? And I just paid $180 for what?
Nothing
Kaya.
pretty much. Yeah.
And so she's like, we should just try it out. I was like, can't do it. It ain't that deep for me. I meet somebody the old-fashioned way, and yeah, it was just a question. I was like, thanks, but no thanks.
The fact that you just said that price of what that costs, like that's crazy.
And like, oh, we have a special 25% off on your third month. Who said I'm with?
Yeah.
Like, the first date. Okay, like, but then, I don't know. I can't do it. So
That's
you about $60 in a day. I was like, yeah, on things that I want. Yeah, I'm in a relationship, but I don't want to pay for.
uh
Okay, that's the difference.
for sure.
Going outside for free.
Yeah, once the world opens back up, because yeah, I don't know what's going on right now, but I guess it's eventually gonna open back up. So
Yeah, I can't get a refund on that. So
yeah, they no refunds.
yeah, on there too. So they
Yeah,
make killers and murderers. They don't do bad sex.
I was told they didn't. Like I was like, wait, they don't do background checks? It's like no. I was like, but they're paying, so the money has to go somewhere. Where else is the money going to? I don't know. I guess it's the unlimited swipes.
I don't have time.
For sure. I have an interesting story. So I know someone that actually got married off of Tinder,
Mm-hmm.
and she was telling me, she was like, "Yeah, this is the best place to find a wife," and I'm like, "No, it's not. I know what Tinder's all about, and I don't see any wife material on there. I don't want to see any wife material on there. It's usually for like hooking up and stuff." And she was telling me like the story is like she lives in Vegas, right? And she met this dude. He lives in Texas, Dallas, Texas, or whatever. And she went to go visit him, and she hits me up. She was like, "Oh my God, he just proposed!" And I'm like, "Wait, wait, 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 wait. Can I take a 20-second timeout for a second?" I was like, "You just met him like 2 days ago." She's like, "Yeah, but he's everything I wanted." I'm like, fast forward, uh, domestic violence and divorce. So that's kind of what happened with that,
Jail or did he die?
huh?
Did she go to jail or did he die?
Um, no,
No. Okay.
because she went back multiple times. So like,
He didn't die. Okay.
nah. But
But
she tried it again like two more times with the same person, and she got a third child out of it. She was like, "Well, that's a positive," and I'm like, "Well, yeah, child's always a positive, but you have scars on you that are permanent now." So I'm like, yeah. So you need to delete that Tinder app because you're looking on Tinder for the wrong thing. So
I would be in jail.
you would be in jail.
Catching a case. No man is gonna sit there and put hands on me and get away with it. Either I'm calling the homies, they're gonna help, or I'm gonna have to defend myself at that point. Like, there's no way that you keep going back. I'm not gonna let nobody hit me once, then twice. Okay, I love you. Don't do it again. Okay, baby, I won't do it again. No.
Yeah.
I might not win, but I'm trying.
You look like you got some hands on you though.
I used to. I don't know about now. I'm old. I ain't used them in a while.
Yeah, you keep saying you're old, but I I don't really know the age, and women don't share their ages, so
It don't bother me because I'm a queen.
for sure. I thought you were gonna come with a bigger crown.
No, I want to keep it simple.
Okay, for sure, sounds good. But yeah. So they currently still talk. I don't know. I don't know why, but they currently still talk. And she was telling me, she was like, "Well, I think he changed." And I was like, "Yeah, because he hasn't been around you."
That's great.
Someone is asking, "What's in the glass?"
Oh, it's vodka and lemonade.
There you go, sir. Vodka and lemonade. I feel like I need to be drinking, but that'll be later. But yeah. So she was telling me like she was her and him are planning to maybe get back together. She was like, "Well, we could do therapy." I was like, "Dude, he puts his hands on you like four times. Like at a certain point, like death might come next.
But he's gonna kill her. She's gonna go out in the body bag. One of them.
One of them, for sure. Be
If
like, what?
you don't want to get your hands dirty, just spike his drink. Get rid of him. But she loves him clearly, so
Loves him hitting her. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not gonna dive into that, but yeah, she was telling me, she was like, well, I guess they have, what's that called, where they have couples therapy. I don't know if they have it for domestic violence or not. I've never heard it, but that's what I was being told, and I'm just like,
I love.
it's gonna be one of those Lifetime movies. I've seen a couple.
I watch Lifetime too. I love Lifetime movies.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
yeah, I've seen a couple of those Lifetime movies, so it may end like that.
Yeah, you allow it once, they're gonna be like, she's not going nowhere. I'm gonna do it again. You know?
Well, this is try number 4.
Right. So he knows she's not going. She'll keep coming back.
For sure. So just so we're clear, you've never been in like anything like that, because you said he would have been in a body bag. So I'm just confirming.
He would have been. Okay. No man has ever put their hands on me. Thank God, because I'm saved. I love the Lord, but at some point you feel tired. You know, there's certain things you just don't tolerate. Like I just never put his hands on my mom, and that's all I've seen. So why would I want to or allow a man to mistreat me? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's disrespectful. Like if you feel the need to put your hands on him, leave before things get to that point. You feel that rage, go in another room, calm down, move silent. But put your hands on a woman, or even for a woman, put your hands on a man. That's another thing. Women these days feel like they can get in a man's face, talk all that, hit on him, and that because he's a man, he's not supposed to hit you back. You need to keep your hands to yourself too. You know what I mean? Like if you're the one hitting on him and he holds you back, or he's just letting you hit him, that's domestic violence too, in my opinion. So I
Yeah,
think everybody should keep their damn hands to themselves.
for sure.
Like, hello, she hit me. I don't like, you better come get her.
It's the worst when she's little too. Like say if she's like short and she's hitting you, it's like, I'm like, bro, like get out of here. Like, what are you doing?
What you got against short people?
I don't have anything, but I'm just saying it's the worst. Well, let me see. He froze for a second. Hopefully she comes back. She froze. People's. Yeah, Facebook. She froze. So once she comes back, I will see what's up with that. Well, I don't know. Instagram might not like me right now. Yeah. Apparently, I don't know what happened. Maybe it was a connection issue or something like that. But I'll wait for her to come back. Let me see. Yeah, Instagram don't like me right now. Oh, there she is. So let me see if it works. Oh, for sure. All right.
It said that the video ended. It said thank you for joining. So I think after an hour it cuts off and you have to do another one.
Yeah, Instagram usually cuts you off at 60 minutes, but I would usually see something at the top where it'll give you like a 2-minute warning,
So
which it
that's
did. Yeah, it didn't give that. Like the bottom of your screen was just circling, and then it's like, oh, she left the chat, and I'm like, oh, okay.
thank you for joining. I was like, all right.
But you were saying what do I have against short people?
Yeah, what do you have against short people? When she's short, you know she's fine like this.
No, I don't got nothing, but I just think it's, I don't want to put this.
It can be cute, you know what I mean? But when it gets to a level of disrespect, it's no longer like I'm small and I'm feisty and I'll play like not fight, but play around with my dude or whatever. But at no point will I actually like get in a fist fight with him or try to like on purpose.
Uh huh.
get a reaction. Hit me, hit me. I wish you would hit me. I'm not about to make threats that I can't back up because even if I feel like I can fight and I'm strong, men are always stronger than women, regardless.
for sure.
I don't want to be unconscious. It's just
I'm speaking from experience. Like I had it happen before. Like she was mad about something. I was joking, right? And she was like, "I think everything's a damn joke." And I'm like, all right. I was just playing, but whatever." So she starts swinging. She's like, I think she's like 5'3", 5'4" or something. And I'm just like, I could just pick you up and put you in the next room. Like your little hits don't hurt. Like I don't know what you think you're doing, but yeah, she did that for literally like 30 minutes, and I'm just sitting there like I don't feel anything. Like what are we? Is this considered domestic violence? Because I don't feel it.
then if you keep saying that to a woman, it's gonna piss her off more, and she's gonna want to hit you.
Hey, I was trying to move her, bro. That's all I was trying to do.
That
But
doesn't. Oh, you fight. You hit like a girl. I'm like, oh, all right.
yeah, so what ended up happening, like I literally picked her up and I put her in another room. And I'm like, I don't know if this is a timeout, but here, sit here. I was like, but yeah, come back and talk to me when you calm down. And I promise not to joke around so much because some people can't take it apparently. So that's kind of because I do that a lot, and I usually do it with people that know how I like joke around and they're like able to take it. But I guess some people are like sensitive. I guess so.
What was her sign?
A Leo.
Okay.
Nope. I was told to stay away from the Leos, but apparently I didn't listen. So
Leo and Virgo men. Those are my kryptonites. So, but those are my best match signs too. So
Virgo.
Virgo and Leos.
Okay, yeah, I was told to stay away from the legal Leos. That's what someone told me. And I was like,
Right.
but what if I wanted to try Leo? I was like, I want to see how they are because I barely just found out what my sign was. I really wasn't rocking with none of these signs. So people would ask me forever, like they're like, "Yo, what's your sign?" I'm like, "What's a sign? Like, what are you talking about?" And I'm like, "Oh, you're Aquarius." I'm like, "Okay, whatever that means, I guess." So yeah, that's what I am. I don't know if it's good thing or bad thing, but
I'm Aquarius man. I only Aquarius woman. So I don't know.
yeah. So what is what's your sign? You're May.
The best sign ever.
What's that one?
A Taurus.
So that's the best sign ever, like of all time.
Yes. The
Okay,
bull. The bull.
for sure. Oh, let me ask you a off-topic question. I know, like you like to celebrate your birthday, and usually like you'll be like out of the country or in Vegas or something for your birthday. Um, how are you taking it not being able to celebrate your birthday this year? You celebrated it, but not like how you would want it.
Sorry. Yes, I originally had plans to go. Who was it to? Jamaica or Dubai? Not Bali.
Uh huh.
But when all this stuff happened, I didn't go through with those plans. I didn't know when this was gonna lift, so I was like, okay, just do something with your family. So um, we had carne asada, tacos, and uh, tres leches cake, and ceviche, and all that good stuff. And so basically, I just celebrated with my family. They decorated for me. My sister made me balloons, like a balloon arch, and my nieces and nephew were here. My mom, my dad, and my brothers.
Hmm.
And that was the first time that I actually got to celebrate with just them. Because sometimes my mom will take me out to eat, like me, her, and my aunts or some friends, and we'll go out. But I've never celebrated with my immediate family, all together, just us. And then the kids. So this was a special one. That I was still kind of in the beginning. I was sad about it because I was like, I wanted to go out, party. I don't party like that, but I wanted to celebrate with my friends, and I didn't get to. But I was grateful to be able to have this opportunity to spend it with my family and celebrate with them. Even though it was small, it still meant a lot.
For sure. Another off-topic question. Like a lot of people, due to like the current situation, were impacted negative or positive. Were you impacted both, or was it one or the other?
Um, my company was impacted, not severely. I mean, most of them are working from home, so they still have a job. Um, and I still have to go into the office because I work under other people that need me to be in the office to send them stuff that comes in the office. So I technically still have to go in the office. And initially, I was upset about it. I was like, they don't care about me. You know, they're out here on the front line, and I don't want to do it. Like, why they all get to work from home and I have to come in the office? You know. And so I was a little sad about it at first, but then once I thought about it and saw what was going on in the world, I was like, you know what? I'm blessed to still have a job because there's a lot of people who've lost jobs.
Uh,
A lot of companies completely are completely gone. And for me to be sitting here complaining, having to go into the office is selfish of me. So now I'm just grateful, and I'm just like, you know what? I get to come here, do the little work that I have to do since there's nobody there, and then I do my homework. I have time to study and focus on school. So, and I'm still getting paid.
for
So,
sure.
but more so for me was the commute. Because I'm like, I work all the way in Glendale, so
Yeah,
that's 31 miles to and from every day. You know, so instead of an hour and a half traffic, I'm only in traffic for 45 minutes.
for sure. Yeah, I remember when you started there. Like, I used to talk to you about that. It seems like it's gotten a lot better. Is that fair to say?
The job,
Yeah,
yeah, no, yes, yes.
for sure. Are you running the place yet?
Uh,
Well, eventually you will. Uh, Like I could tell you'll run it one day.
I don't know if I can wait that long. I'm impatient.
Um, for sure. Like far as like you mentioned school, like what are you going to school for?
Communications with the emphasis in
You mind explaining that a little bit?
the new media part of it.
Yeah.
Um, it's just more so like you could be like you do PR work, event planning, different stuff like that that has to do with media, TV, broadcast, journalism. It's just an extra step. Just kind of gives you a focus point on something. And I always want to do PR
Hmm.
and like for entertainment. So I was like, okay, let me just do communications with emphasis in this, and that'll be
For sure. Like, is that online? Is that online like learning?
some doing online.
And how long do they make you like? I guess how long is like your study? Like, how long are you in school for that?
Well, to backtrack, I went to a private university in Orange County
Uh huh.
for 3 years, 2.5 years, and studying sociology at the time.
Yeah.
And some stuff happened there, and I was just like, you know what, whatever, I'm over it. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm in nursing, going to medical field. When I did that, so I kind of put the school on hold. Fast forward till today, I was like, you know what, I need to finish my degree because I'm trying to apply for higher paid jobs, have a career, and a lot of these jobs and companies now want you to have a degree. So I'm like, I'm great though. Like, give me a chance to show you my skills and we can go from there. Learn all this stuff, but they want you to have a degree. So I was like, just get, and if you have a degree in pretty much, you can still get whatever job you want, pretty much. Like, okay, she has a degree.
For
You would,
sure.
so yeah, and then so then when I submitted my credits to the transcripts to the school, they went over them and they were like, "Wow, a lot of your credits are transferring because usually a lot of your credits don't transfer because of the school and their system, but a lot of my credits transferred. So technically, I have two and a half years left,
Uh huh.
or
Okay.
kind of half a year. because some of those credits didn't transfer as I was technically in my junior year when I was at the Orange County school. And now that I'm here, I'm considered a sophomore. So
Okay. Doing big things over there. I see you. For sure. Shout out to you. And far as the next question I have, like far as like overall, like eventually, like what are you trying to do? Like with your like career? Are you trying to open a company? Like are you trying to go work for someone? What's the ultimate goal?
that's a good question. I haven't really thought too deep into it yet, but I've always had a passion for modeling, of course. So at one point, I was thinking, I was like, you know what, start my own modeling company for short women, not midgets. Proper term, little people.
You can use it on this platform. It's uncensored, so run with it. For
Not
sure.
that small, but because I'm only 5'1.5", I'm great at what I do. I've been modeling since I was 16, and I feel like we aren't given people that are under 5'8" aren't really given the opportunity to showcase what they have. Like you make clothes for all sizes, so why can't we be modeling too? You know, and I feel like right now the modeling industry for short girls is usually geared towards men's magazines, lingerie, wear that type of stuff, and it's like, okay, that's cool and all. I love wearing, I like lingerie, but at some point it gets old. You
Yeah.
know, when you grow and you're maturing in your craft, you want to be able to go to the next level. It's like, so what is the next level? And I've always wanted to do high fashion because I like to model. I like to walk and do the runway because I have a bomb ass walk. So I feel like, yeah, I'm like, I want to start, maybe possibly start my own modeling agency for shorter women.
Sure, you should do that. I Do they have anything like that? Like, do you know?
I haven't heard of anything. If it was, I would have been applied because, you know,
Yeah, yeah, you should do that. Like, I haven't heard it. All the models I see, well, not all of them, but some of them are like really tall. Like, yeah, haven't really seen any short ones. So,
right. Like, I have a couple fashion shows, not a couple, I've done several fashion shows for friends who have their own clothing lines and stuff like that. And they always use me, even though I'm small, you know? So it's just like, it's always good to know people in the industry,
uh
you
huh.
know, can see your talent. Like, I'm going to put her in. Yeah, she's short, but she's good.
Yeah,
You
for sure.
know?
Okay. So apparently, this is the same video that we were doing because I have this countdown of 146. So I just thought I'd let you know. I don't like to like randomly end videos and the endings all messed up. Go ahead.
You have a minute and 46 seconds left.
Yeah, minute and 32 now because it just starts counting when it reaches the time that we started. So like I think we started like at 7:07 and now it's like 8:06. So that's what I was telling you about the other platform, but that'll be for a part two. That way, like you can invite as many people as you want, up to 10. But
Okay.
yeah. Uh Final 109. Like tell us your top three like hobbies that you like.
I like doing heels class. My friend, she teaches a heels class, and it allows me to be free, like sexy, in a semi-respectful way. Because when I do my thing, you know, I show out because that's a space to be me. So I enjoy doing that. Another hobby is modeling, of course. In front of the camera, I love pictures. I love walking the runway. Love doing all that. And third, what is my hobby? Uh, I guess reading because I just bought this new book called Relationship Goals.
For
So
sure.
reading that. So I do like to read too. So
All
yes.
right. And final 15 seconds. What else you need to add or want to add? Because I'm gonna edit this like right after it's over. So
I don't know.
all right, guess we'll end there. That's 3 seconds left. I'll hit you up after this. I have some
All right.
questions.